May, I came out and said, I'm going to run for city council. And I was really excited to make that announcement because in my mind, I had been making that announcement for almost 2 years. And I didn't actually say it out loud until January of last winter. And then after January, once you say it out loud, you've got to start getting ready. And then, of course, this summer I wrote it down in accordance with McKenna's advice on setting goals. But today I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight on what it's like running a campaign. There are a couple of things that you're going to need when you decide to run a campaign. And the number one thing you're going to need is stuff. You need lots of stuff. Pins, signs, door hangers, more yard signs, koozies. Yeah, and then after that, people start giving you things like your name on napkins. Vote for Becca as you wrap it around your coffee and cocktails. So once you get all that stuff, then you have to start handing it all out. So just because I think of maybe where I'm at in my life, where I've always lived in apartments or condos, and I've never was really all that politically activated until this year, I never really understood how yard signs work. I'd seen them in other people's yards, but I didn't know, was that something that you go to someone and say, hey, can I have one of your yard signs? Or do people come and ask you for them? So I ordered all these yard signs, and then I had to figure out what to do with them. And I just kind of started carrying them around with me, and people would be like, oh, can I have your yard sign? I was like, oh yeah, that's how this works. Here, let me get you one. I took them to parties. I very quickly went through the first 50 yard signs that I ordered, and I decided to order some more. And then I got rid of most of those, I'll say that, but I'm not going to lie, there is a large stack of yard signs in my mom's basement now, right beside the box of koozies and pins. So the second thing you need to do is develop a tough skin, because people are going to say the most uncomfortable things to you over the course of a campaign. And a lot of times, I think it's people care so much, and I heard it on Parks and Recreation. I don't know if any of you have watched that show, but Leslie Knope was talking about being in a council meeting and people caring loudly at her. People will care very loudly at you if you decide to run a campaign. Sometimes their thoughts and their concerns come out as almost more of a yell, and almost a little bit threatening sometimes, and you just have to smile and be like, okay, great, well, my name's Becca, and let's talk about that. Other people will say things like, I really like you, but I'm not going to vote for you, which you just don't know where to go from there. Thanks. Okay, well, let's have coffee sometime anyways. Or another one of my favorite ones was, so if you actually make it to city council, do you think you'll be brave enough to say anything? And that one I actually did take as an insult, because you don't run a campaign for months and months and put yourself out there every single day to sit on the seat and then twiddle your thumbs. And then the last thing that you just need to have if you're going to run a campaign is a lot of endurance, because you need to be out there every day doing something. And that was the part that I really took on. I was reaching out to someone every single day. I was knocking on doors until 7 p.m. the night before the election, just looking down the road being like, one more house, this could be the vote that makes the difference. Be out on the street, talking to people. I went to so many events. I went to other people's events. I had other people throw me events. I was in parades. I felt like I was out on the street every day, and when I wasn't out on the street, I was at home writing emails in any and all of my spare time. And even after you go through all of that, and you put yourself out there, you've handed out your stuff, you've answered people's awkward and uncomfortable questions, especially in Park City where you don't do any early polling, or there's no way to really know how you're going to do, at the end of the day, on that last day, you're stuck waiting and just wondering how you're going to do. So for the night of the election, I had invited some close friends over to a party, and I figured we'd all sit around and drink cocktails, because if you're waiting to see how your future's decided, the next 4 years of your life at least is decided, there's no better way to do it than with a group of good friends and a cocktail, right? So we're sitting around waiting and listening, and I had been told that the election results would come out around 9:15, and you'd hear it on the radio. And of course, I have a group of friends that are all busybodies, and they're like, I'm not waiting for the radio, I'm going on Twitter. So I'm standing around, it's 9:15, we still haven't gotten any news. 2 of my friends come up to me and say, Becca, we need to talk to you, in the garage, which I just took as not a good sign. So we go out to the garage, and one of them pulls out their phone and shows me the KPCW tweet that says, first round results. Candidates listed in order of votes that have come in. And it said, Bierman, Worrell, Murphy, Melville, Gerber, Portwood, and I was crushed. I came in 5th place. And everyone kept saying, just wait, those aren't official results. And I was like, but I'm in 5th place. You don't come back from 5th place. And they said, well, do you want to wait till it's announced on the radio before you say something and have a room full of friends? And I sat there for a second and I said, you know, I can't go out there and pretend to be happy until they actually announce the results. Like, my face is my biggest giveaway. Poker face is not my biggest skill. So I went back into the room and I gathered everyone around me and I said, I've got something to say. Just so you know, they announced the results early on Twitter and I didn't make it. And I came in 5th place, but it's okay. I'm gonna be okay and I want you guys all to be okay. I think that we did a really great job. We rallied our community. We lended a different voice to the campaign. This was the first time any of us had ever tried running a campaign. And we did it well, I thought. We had taken all of the steps we had been told we needed to take. So my friends all looked at me sadly, and I looked back out at them for a few minutes, and people were saying things like, it's okay, it's great, we're here for you. And I said, it's great, I'm gonna run again in 2 years, we'll do this. And someone said, hey, Becca, Facebook just posted that those are only the early and absentee votes, and you're only 25 votes out of the 3rd seat. And I said, oh, never mind. Forget what I just said, let's hold on a few minutes. So then we sat there for a few minutes, and somebody tweeted me, congratulations, you won. And I said, what? Where did you get that information? And they said, I got it on Facebook. And I said, no. I just already gave a concession speech based on what Twitter said, and then took it back based on the last Facebook post. I did something more official. So then I finally got a couple more emails from people and tweets and texts saying, congratulations, congratulations. So everyone went and searched on social media for some final results, and it had been announced that I had made it into the 3rd seat. And so I said, you know, thanks guys, I wasted all my best speeches. I wasted my best speech, all my concession speech. So, yay, we did it, congratulations, let's have a glass and celebrate it for the rest of the night. It has been a wonderful and overwhelming experience in so many ways, and I feel like I've really learned so much about myself, about my community, and about the people that are around me, and I could not be more excited about the way things turned out, and now, as everyone says, the real work begins. Thank you so much.